All right. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another week of Dry Eye Shop Live. It's just going to be me again this week. Rebecca had to take a call pretty last minute, so I will go over some information here as usual. I'll start out with our specials and back orders. You can find these in the help menu of our site. So this week I have 10% off Oasis Tears. That's the Oasis Tears and Tears Plus in both packaging types. One thing to note is that I believe the Tears Plus multi-dose bottle expires in September, so don't over-order on that one. We're waiting on new stock from the manufacturer once they move through their stock. I also have 10% off night protection products. Those are goggles, tapes, shields, patches, bubble bandages, and replacement parts. 10% off OcuSoft eyelid cleansing pads. Those are the dry pads, not the wet ones. They're like 100 round little pads that you can use with sprays and gels and foams. And then lastly, we have 10% off Pure Lens minis. Those are the 6 2-ounce bottles in a box. They're great for travel, small enough to get through the liquid regulations with the TSA. And they're also good if you're concerned about wasting Pure Lens if you can't use a whole bottle of 4-ounce saline within the 15-day labeling. I have a little bit to talk about on back orders this week. I'm pulling my list up here. We've got a rough saline situation at the moment, unfortunately. We have Lacropure in stock. We have limited quantities of that we can order every month, but we are able to fill most orders, and we're absolutely filling all subscriptions. Sclerofill is the problem right now. We are set to run out about this weekend. After that, it'll be a couple weeks before we can get more from the manufacturer. We're waiting for it to dock. I think at some port or something. So it'll have to get to the manufacturer and then get to us. So it'll be a couple weeks that we're out of sclerofill, and we'll be so happy to get that back in stock because at this point, Amazon's been out for a couple weeks and it's really just us. Adapac, we may or may not be able to restock on that. We got a back order notice from our distributor after receiving our most recent shipment saying that they may not have more till June. It could be this month, May or June, that we get more. So just putting that up as a heads up. Modulose, we may or may not be getting more of that as well. So our consistent in-stock products are Pure Lens and Nutrafil right now. Sclerofill is going to be coming up where we just completely run out of that. So definitely consider your alternatives, talk with your doctor, and we do have information about alternative products on our back order list. Why don't I just put that up right now? And I'll go ahead and put the discounts page up too. In other words, for back orders, we are looking at a temporary shortage of the unique 4-ounce. We don't have any in stock. We should be getting more by the end of the month with the Lacropure. The 2.5-ounce size will be back ordered with the manufacturer until about June. So once we run out of that, we will not have any more until June, unfortunately. I'm about to put a 1 per customer limit on the unique pH. Same story with hand soap as usual. We're completely out of the OcuSoft kinds. Limited availability of the liter soap. Always have the OptiSoap by Saline in stock. Fresh Coat preservative-free multi-dose is still on back order. And I have some more news about Clear Care. We were notified today that we were notified that Alcon is discontinuing the 3-ounce Clear Care regular size. We are doing a little more digging before we get more public with the information. But if that's something you use, you may want to stock up on the 3-ounce size if you can locally. We are just about out of that. We discovered the back order when we reordered. All other sizes of Clear Care have been on back order as well. We've been able to fill subscriptions for a bit, but we may not be able to continue doing that based on whether or not things come back in stock and what have you. Local drugstores will probably have stock still. They buy through distributors, whereas we buy straight from Alcon. And the warehouse stores, Sam's Club and Costco, also seem to have plenty in stock from what I've seen online. I was planning to have Rebecca on here. Like I said, she was going to talk about some new products. We added an Oasis Tears hypochlorous spray to the shop this week. That one is kind of, I think, a higher concentration than Avanoa, lower than some others, higher concentration of hypochlorous acid. Rebecca didn't notice a smell when she tests it. I know some of the other higher concentration products can have kind of a bleachy smell. So that could be a good choice if you are using the product already. You can get it through us, or if you'd like to try it out, it's the Oasis Tears Hypochlorine. I'll send a link for that as well into the chat. We are still looking at some new products from Vibrant View. I have the samples with me today. Got a few products here. I have samples of their Saline. I can't remember what size the box will be, but we're getting Saline later this year. It's unbuffered, preservative-free saline labeled for sclerals. They've got a contact lens hand prep spray. From what I've read, this can kind of take the place of hand washing. If you are not in a place where you can wash your hands before putting lenses in, this is a great option. Then also have a hypochlorous solution. So we'll be working on getting those in the shop as soon as we can. We're looking at some new products to stock as well. Let me just see what Rebecca was going to talk about. Yeah, a new scleral lens stand may be in the works, and we're also looking at stocking Sustained Complete preservative free. I can't remember if that's in the multi-dose bottle or vials, but that's one we realized we weren't stocking and we'd like to get online as soon as we can. I'm sending a link to the Oasis Tears hypochlorous spray right now. Rebecca was going to talk about one of the walk-in consults she had this week, but we'll save that for another time. And other than that, I guess I can just give a little bit of an update like I did in the newsletter. Rebecca and I have been busy on foundation projects, and I'm ever grateful to the team for keeping operations running. We've got Heather on customer service, and Gary and E are shipping hundreds of orders a day, hundreds of orders a week, you could say. I think we're over 100 orders shipped today already. David's doing packaging, and I just don't even have to think about that at this point, which is great. He's actually coming up on his 5-year anniversary with the shop on May 1st, and we're so grateful to have David. He's one of the longest employees that's been around here. And let's see what else. We will be closed tomorrow at noon for Good Friday. We're shutting down the shop early, taking a half day off. Orders will ship everything up to 11 a.m. Pacific time. After that, things will ship on Monday if you order. And I was gonna mention also the weird weather we've been having. I think we've broken some record low temperatures or just about met them. I've had to defrost my car, which is not very usual for April. That wasn't this week, but maybe last week, that it was really cold overnight. We've been getting like snow that doesn't stick, even though it's 40 degrees out. We just had some hail. So it's super odd. I'm looking forward to, geez, at least rain and a little bit warmer outside. Yeah, nothing like last week though, where we just lost power on Monday. So let's see. I think that's it for me today. If anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer them, happy to be on live, and we'll see. Hopefully next week we can get Rebecca on. I know it's been a while since she's been on the live stream, and I'm looking forward to having her back and having more of a conversation. So take care, everyone. Thanks.